Hello and welcome to Ascending. No, we're not ascending. We're awakening to ascend. Guys, things are getting so exciting. And I'm just too excited to start. But I will be your host, Janae, and I'm joined today with Alex and Marlene. And today's topic is how to manifest small changes. And let me tell you all something. Manifestation is thrown out as a word quite erratically by many people. How to manifest in 24 hours, how to manifest in 3 days. There's just this misconception on that word specifically. So I use the word manifest very lightly because I think it doesn't sit well with me because of how people have interpreted the word itself. But manifestation is basically setting a goal for yourself and then reaching that goal. So, what you think of doing is you are going to set a really big goal. What you want in a year, 5 years, 10 years. And what you need to do is you need to understand you're not just going to wake up tomorrow and have that big goal in your lap. You need to now take small little baby goals, little baby steps to reach that big goal. And you need to decide what action are you going to take in order to reach the small goals, which will then lead you to that big goal. And I think that's the misconception with manifesting. People believe that you close your eyes and you visualize this big house and you feel yourself inside this house and then you get this big house. That's not how universe works. You need to understand that we are living in a 3-dimension world. And in order to get that big house, you need to do things to get the big house. So I just needed to start off with that so that people can understand the reality, I think, behind that word. Okay, Alex is coming in.
Yes. Thank you. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's pretty much exactly what I had in mind is I want to break the misconception on what a lot of people think manifesting is. The word does get thrown a lot, left and right. It's used as clickbait, which drives me absolutely crazy. And people will think, "Oh, I can just do a manifesting meditation and then next week I'll have the thing I wanted." So like for example, like I'm going to build eco villages. And as though it is great to do those manifesting meditations, if you don't maintain the intention of that goal and every step of the way make a step towards that goal. You don't have to make giant steps, just a little bit, as long as you get a little bit closer. Like, so for me, I need to create a community. I need to generate some income. In order to do that, I have to get presence on social media. So every day, I do a little bit more, and my following grows, my subscribers grow, my members grow, and this is all working towards that goal I have at the top, right? And then like every decision I make, whether it's on this side of the spectrum or that side, gets me a little bit closer. And while I maintain that intention in my mind, my mind's eye, every decision I make is like, Alex, is this getting you closer or further away from that goal? Whatever the answer is, I can pivot, readjust, maintain course for where I want to go, and believe it or not, this works. This works really, really well. It's not magic, it's intention and self-empowerment. Marlene?
So I look at it in my own life and I say to myself, it's intentional alignment, which comes up as manifestation for me. And in doing that, it's for me, it's a compounding energy of all the small little consistent changes that I need to make to actually have that manifestation. Because I can't just pull it out of thin air. I have to actually do something and put some skin into the game. Nothing happens for nothing. And absolutely, guys, I so agree. This word manifestation has just been bandied out there, left, right, and center. And totally, I love that word, Alex. It is used as bait. And it's just not the way that people make it out to be. One has got to, as you said, Janae, take the baby steps. You've got that big goal in mind, but every little thing that you do, that's the important thing. So there's things like the 5 second rule. When you want to do something, give yourself 5 seconds. Don't sit and procrastinate on it. Action. Action takes and makes things happen. So the intent is one thing, but the energy of the alignment is very, very, very important. Janae.
So I would also like to just add to what you said, Marlene, with regards to the change that you need to make, the change in yourself if you want to reach that. And it's something that I live by every single day. I say it every single day. It's an affirmation, mantra, whatever you want to call it. For my life to change, I must change. That 5 second rule. It's consistency. You also need to hold yourself accountable. You cannot rely on someone else to get you this big goal. You get that big goal by you doing the work. You cannot blame anybody if you haven't gotten the big goal yet, and you cannot blame anybody if you missed a couple of the little baby steps. So it's that accountability that it lies on you, and it's that discipline, the consistency. It's the waking up at 5 in the morning, regardless if you want to or not. It's pushing past the pain in order to get to what you want to achieve. And it's also something in the dance world, the difference between an amateur and a professional, right? If those of you that don't know what an amateur is just a really good dancer, and a professional is a brilliant dancer. The difference between the two is the professional goes beyond the pain. The amateur stops at the pain. And Marlene, what did you want to add?
I wanted to say that what you're saying is you got to show up for yourself. And if you don't show up for yourself, at the end of the day, you cannot blame anyone else. You have to take the responsibility onto your own shoulders and say, shucks, today I didn't do great with that one. I got to action, action, action more. It's no one else's fault, only myself. Show up for myself and show up into the world. Do your work. Janae.
So I'd like to add another aspect of this manifestation word is the visualization part of it. Visualization is vitally important. And how I'm going to describe it to you all is how I have used it in my own experiences from being a young child without even realizing that I was manifesting. I would dance. I was a very, very talented dancer when I was younger. Well, I still am. So I would, at nighttime, as I lay in bed, I would close my eyes and I would visualize my routine going absolutely perfectly. Every technical aspect, I had the most incredible turnout. My leg was at the right angle. Everything looked immaculate. I did that every single night, and I would win at competitions. But it wasn't only the visualization of me seeing the perfect routine, it also required me to get into the studio and execute the steps that I saw in my mind. and ensure that I had that perfect image physically in this physical body, because you're now separating the 5D and the 3D, and you're wanting them to come into alignment. Yes, Alex.
I would like to add, we'll confirm what you're both saying. So, like, you do have to put in the work. You can manifest all day, every day, and your dreams could be right on the other side of a brick wall. But unless you clear that block, unless you give it an avenue to get to you and do the work, get out your figurative pick, break through that brick wall, so then it can actually find its way to you. And the reason people say, imagine that you have the thing that you want, feel the thing that you like if you want to have a lot of money, feel what it's like to have that all that money. And then as you feel that way, you begin to live as though you had it, and that changes your vibration, your frequency, and starts to attract that to you. But you have to be very, very careful because manifestation works the exact same with things you don't want. If you're a chronic worrier, like worry, like I'm worrying about you, I'm worrying about my son, my daughter. You live in that frequency of worry that something bad is happening to them. And maybe you start preparing like something bad is going to happen. Like, oh, I just know my kid's going to get arrested by the cops or get into an accident. So, like, you start clearing out their room, assuming like you're just projecting onto them and to the universe that that's what you're attracting. So be very careful with your thoughts and your emotions. If you see yourself somewhere you don't want to be, pull it back, find your center, focus on what you do want, not focusing on not what you don't want, right? Because the brain doesn't register anything not. It still sees the word. Like if I say, don't think of a Lamborghini, you're going to think of a Lamborghini, right? Because you have to think of something to think of it not. Just be very conscious about your thoughts because thoughts become reality. Janae.
I'd also like to just add to that, when you are wanting something in life, this big goal,
Mhm.
sometimes also you need to understand that it's when you order a burger, okay? You don't just say, hey, can I have a burger? Because the place that's going to give you that burger is, what do you want, a chicken burger? Do you want a beef burger? Do you want a veggie burger? Do you want garnish? Do you want chips with your burger? Do you want something to drink with your burger? Do you want salt and pepper served with? Do you want a knife and a fork, a napkin? Like, when you want this big goal, you need to be intensely specific as to what it is that you are wanting. Okay. So now you've ordered this burger and you've said, I want a chicken burger and I want a sesame seed roll. I do not want lettuce, but I want tomato, and I want half a gherkin, not a full gherkin. And I want thin chips. Okay. So now you order this burger, right? When you order a burger or food at the restaurant, do you now sit at your table with all your friends and say, right, guys, I wonder how they're making this burger? Do you think they like frying it? Do you think where do you think they get their meat from? And do you think, are they cutting the potatoes? No, you are sitting with your company, and you guys are having a fat chat. You are, who knows what you're talking about, but you are not thinking about the burger that you just ordered. You are trusting that the burger is going to arrive. So if you continue thinking, and I wonder how, like, do you think they're going to cut half of the gherkin? I wonder, like, if the gherkin's going to be like soggy. No, because if you're going to concentrate on it, then it's not going to come, because you are literally just being obsessive over it. And it's that trying to control. You cannot control. You need to surrender, release, let go, and just allow it to come to you, because you ordered the most incredible burger that you are ever going to experience. And then I also want to say another key point. When you are writing, I said it already, you write it down, these big goals, the tiny little steps, because it is you putting ink to paper, which solidifies it. Because it's your hand, there is nerves going through your arm to your heart. and to your head. And through that, you are solidifying what you want. So I just really wanted to add that in. And yes, Marlene is coming back.
Uh, on the point of the hamburger, hopefully all those beautiful things that you've ordered has been heard by the person who is taking that order, and they have given everything in that burger to you, because otherwise, girl, that ain't gonna happen either. So absolutely. You see your goals, you hear your goals, you speak your goals, you feel your goals. You're actually using all of your senses, not just one sense when you're manifesting. Absolutely. And then you should use gratitude anchors to actually have things fall into place for you. What a subject, guys.
No, I wanted to add with my before Marlene even mentioned, I said gratitude is so vital. You cannot receive anything. If you take this analogy, right? You want to drive a Ferrari. You want this Ferrari because oh man, it's just so sexy. And you're driving this little Beetle. And every day you're like, oh, I hate this car. Oh, such a silly car. Ugh. You are never going to get that Ferrari because you don't even appreciate the Beetle that you have. You need to have gratitude for what it is that you already have in your life. Because when you do that, you will receive abundance and more.
I straight loved your hamburger analogy. So first of all, I have to just ask, what is a gherkin? I don't know what
Oh,
that
it's a
is.
pickle. It's
I
a
don't know.
pickle.
Oh, okay. It's a pickle. Okay, a gherkin is a pickle.
A
And
gherkin is
yeah,
a
the point
pickle.
is
And
that go ahead.
no, the other night I also said with the placebo, a runny tummy, and you also said I've never heard of a runny tummy, and that just means you know what it means.
Yeah, I think I have an idea about that one. The gherkin, though, that was okay. No idea what that was. It's like rubbish. It's one of my favorite words. Yeah, so when you order the food, you knew it was going to come, right? You order the food, you know it's going to come. You don't even think a second about it. And also, gratitude is important. If you don't appreciate what you have, why would the universe give you more? And the universe wants to give you more. It really does. It wants you to be bountiful and prosperous and have all the things you want. But you got to make sure that the things you want are things that you really want. Like if you want a bunch of money, ask yourself, why do I want the money? Do I want security? Okay, then maybe it's not the money you want, then it's security. Do I want to not have to worry about the bills, to be able to go on a vacation or have a nice house? Instead of asking for the money or manifesting the money, you can ask for the thing or manifest the thing that you want. And as we said, manifesting small things, that's how you start. And you have that main goal in mind and manifest small things along the way. And each time you manifest a small thing, you've proven to yourself that you can do it, that this works, and you can just keep moving forward. Yes, Janae?
Okay, so this also is so important, and I speak from experience. All right, when you ask for something, you also need to understand that it may not always show up as you expect it to. So, whatever you ask for, it may not always look how you see it in your mind, but it's coming in other shapes and forms. All right. And then you also need to understand that sometimes, and probably most of the time, a lot of things will fall apart and fall away. Like I explained, in our other topic about rebirth, okay, and awakening. It's falling away to make space for it to arrive. So don't necessarily take the oh, this isn't working. Why is this like I'm like this? I'm losing this, but I'm asking for this, and you're losing it, or things are being removed for a reason, because universe is making space for you to receive what you've asked for. So I really, really just needed to include that. Yes, Marlene.
And the last word from me is to set strong intent without attachment. That's what you were actually saying, is have
Yes.
no attachment to the outcome.
And
That's
no
me.
expectation either.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Both of those things, yeah, both of those things are incredibly critical. They say that when you manifest something, it can come to you, but you have to prove that you don't need it. Like you're okay without it, and then it'll find its way to you. So that's all
Mm.
the time we have today. Thank you for watching. If you like the show, please like, subscribe, comment something that you want to manifest, something small. And that'll be the first step in making it happen. If you'd like to be on the show, you can join our school community at school.com/ascend pathway. It's SKOOL. I'll put in the link in the descriptions below. Have a wonderful day and happy manifesting.